Pasta, one of life's simple pleasures. Um, just the word conjures up images of twirling spaghetti and creamy sauces. Um, but making perfect pasta at home is another story. Most folks scowl at boiling over pots or mushy noodles. Um, it's high time we tackle these common headaches and elevate your pasta game. First, let's talk uh, pain points, starting with cooking time. Overcooked, gluey pasta has ruined many a good dinner. Always aim for al dente or to the tooth with the pasta firm, but not hard. Generally, 8 to 12 minutes does the trick. Um, invest in a reliable kitchen timer. It's a lifesaver, and set it for the lower end first. You can always taste and adjust. Now onto the pasta water itself. A myth debunked. Don't pour oil into the water. It prevents the sauce from properly sticking to the pasta. Instead, use a generous amount of salt. People often say the water should taste like the sea. Um, um, Start with a tablespoon per 5 quarts of water for noticeable flavor. Um, Moving on to the actual pasta form, there's an art to pairing pasta shapes with the right sauce. Um, Thin sauces like marinara cling well to long strands like spaghetti, whereas chunkier sauces find their home in scoop-like shapes like penne or rigatoni. Think of it like fashion. You wouldn't wear sandals in the snow, right? Next, a quick detour into sauce making. Um, Jared sauces scream convenience. Uh, but cooking from scratch isn't daunting. Um, um, Saute some garlic in olive oil, add crushed tomatoes, and sprinkle in oregano and basil. Um, Voila, a fresh marinara in under 30 minutes. And it's exactly the kind of recipe that lets you play with flavors. Drain your pasta in a colander carefully. Reserve a cup of that starchy pasta water, the liquid gold. It acts as a natural thickener for your sauce and helps bind everything together. Don't throw it down the drain. Seriously, try this once and you'll never go back. And struggling with keeping your pasta hot by the time dinner is on the table, try this pro tip. Return the drained pasta to the pot while still warm and toss it with the sauce over low heat. You get evenly heated pasta and sauce every time. Um, if you've ever agonized over quickly clumping pasta, avoid rinsing it after cooking. Um, it strips away that helpful starch and cools down the pasta immediately. A quick toss in the sauce keeps it smooth and delicious. Pro tip: the pasta continues cooking after leaving the water. Be prepared. Um, like cheese, glorious cheese. What pasta dish is complete without it? Uh, Great Parmesan on top. But remember, cheese has a bold saltiness. This means you should taste before adding extra salt to your sauce. Uh, Simple yet easily overlooked. Seasoning is key. Herbs are magical, whether fresh or dried. Don't underestimate their power. Uh, Fresh basil and parsley zest up dishes right at the end of cooking. Making even a basic spaghetti feel tantalizing. Be generous, but mindful. There's a fine line between enhancing a dish and overpowering it with too many flavors. Lastly, think about leftovers, because who doesn't love day old pasta? Store pasta separately from its sauce, ideally in airtight containers. On reheating, use a pan over medium heat, adding some reserved pasta water to revive the dish. Without drying it out, pasta reheated correctly even gets cheers as meal prep. So there you have it, a comprehensive guide to making incredible pasta at home while overcoming each little bump in the road. With these tips, you're set to create your Italian masterpiece at the drop of a hat. And maybe, just maybe, impress a dinner guest or two.